Rappers are no strangers to owning expensive jewelry and especially chains, and flexing them all over social media, in public, and even when performing at shows. But not only do these insane jewelry collections attract positive attention, but it also attracts thieves who want the jewelry for themselves. Because of this, rappers are pretty known to have their chains stolen by haters and fans. And in this video, we will be looking into some popular rappers who got their expensive chains stolen. Several of these rappers were held at gunpoint, but fortunately passed up on their chains and saved their own life in the process. Before we begin, please take a few clicks to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment leaving your thoughts. These things really help getting the video recommended to more people and go a long way to the growth of the channel. Let's get into it. NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy, whose real name is Kentrell Golden, is a 22-year-old rapper from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and has gained a very huge name in the rap industry since he started when he was just 16 years old. And not only has YoungBoy seen a huge success as an artist, but he has also a very long run with crime and has been involved in many serious cases such as attempted murder, aggravated assault, unauthorized gun and weapons possession, and kidnapping. But not only has YoungBoy been the initiator of crimes, but he has also been the victim in many cases. However, for YoungBoy, when he is targeted in an incident, he's no stranger to putting himself on the line to protect himself and his possessions, and he has been in many fights over his career with fans, haters, and anyone trying to get in his way. Back in 2018, YoungBoy was performing in South Carolina when he entered the crowd on his security's shoulders, and a dude tried snatching YoungBoy's chain after he took it off. The rapper had no hesitation responding and quickly retaliated by throwing punches at the dude. YoungBoy was barely fazed though and quickly got back to performing. And as he did so, the video shows him holding the chain in the air, essentially telling anyone else who wants his chain to try their luck. So YoungBoy's pretty good at taking care of his jewelry when it's in his possession. However, another time he was performing in Greensboro, North Carolina, where he lent one of his chains to his friends on stage, to which the chain got stolen somehow when they were on stage. YoungBoy quickly stopped the show to announce that the chain had been snatched, and he started roasting the crowd, saying he wanted the chain holder to come forward because it was actually his chain.
Don't go get on Instagram like you took that bitch off my neck, Aaron. You took that bitch off my partner neck. Y'all nigga pussy.
No one came forward with the chain at the time. However, TMZ later announced that the dude who snatched the chain wanted $20K for it after a FaceTime leaked of him flexing with the chain. However, the chain was actually later returned with no payment and no issues. It is alleged that the well-known hip-hop mediator Jojo Cappone orchestrated getting the chain back, and this isn't the first time he had settled some rap beef. In fact, there used to be bad blood between the Game and Young Thug, to which Jojo managed to mediate. Anyway, YoungBoy was very fortunate in this case to have Jojo work his magic to get the chain back, especially without any resistance from the thief. This next young rapper got a gun held to him while some goons snatched not only his, but his whole crew's chains. Here's what happened. Lil Mosey. Lathan Nichols, well known as Lil Mosey, is a well-known rapper from Seattle, Washington, who blew up back in 2017 at the young age of just 15 after his hit song Pull Up dropped on the Elevator YouTube channel. Mosey quickly rose to fame from here and followed up with 2 more hit songs, including Booth Pack, and soon after Noticed, which premiered on Lyrical Lemon and quickly put him in the spotlight. So after getting signed, Mosey, like any rapper, was quick to upgrade his drip and got himself a diamond chain that says Band Kids on it, Band Kids being the name of his crew of close associates. However, shortly later in 2019, a video surfaced that showed some clearly older goons giving Mosey and his crew what appears to be a lecture while snatching all of their chains. Another video later surfaced of the goons flexing with the collection of Band Kid chains and saying they wanted $20K in order to get them back.
I tell that nigga, bro. I tell that nigga you want your chain back, 20 bands.
Lil Mosey claimed that his chain wasn't snatched. However, there was no final conclusion with the story. He also received quite a lot of backlash for not standing up to the goons, but it was said that there was a gun involved, and honestly, Mosey was still just 16 at the time, whereas the goons looked much older, and in no way was it worth putting his life at a risk for a chain. Pretty low in my opinion, taking advantage of a bunch of kids and threatening them with a gun. Anyway, this next rapper was crowd surfing at one of his first ever shows when a crowd member ripped his chain from his neck. Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti, whose real name is Jordan Carter, is a 25-year-old rapper from Atlanta, Georgia, who is best known for his hit songs Magnolia and Woke Up Like This, which both dropped back in 2017 and are still his most popular songs to date. Carti has a very unique rapping style, and as a fan of the new age rap era, you either love him or you hate him. Anyway, Carti is not a street rapper and never claimed to be about that lifestyle, but instead is more of an influencer as an artist. But just because you aren't about a troubled lifestyle doesn't mean trouble won't come your way. In fact, back in 2017, Carti was performing at a show in Atlanta where he had his chain snatched by a fan while crowd surfing. This was during the biggest blow-up stage of Carti's career and was right after he dropped his self-titled debut album that was praised so highly, and that was what skyrocketed Carti into fame. So, some footage came out of Carti rocking a gold chain at the show, where you can see he proceeds to get into the crowd and start crowd surfing. However, by the end of the video, the chain is gone, and Carti later addressed the snatching of the chain when he got back on stage, and told fans that he had just had his chain snatched, and that although he wasn't happy about it, instead of insisting on getting it back like YoungBoy, he told the crowd that whoever snatched it can keep it.
Look, I had on the chain. Whoever took that shit, you hired that shit on his sleeve. You did?
Lucky, the chain didn't appear to be anything too crazy, and I guess because Carti didn't have a gangster persona associated with his name, he didn't really need to prove anything about being about that life, and thought it was probably just worth it to let it go. This next rapper actually got into a shootout in a New Jersey deli after he had his chain snatched and almost lost his life in the process. Let's recap this crazy event. Fetty Wap. Willie Maxwell II, famously known as Fetty Wap, is a 30-year-old rapper from Paterson, New Jersey, who blew up in 2015 after his self-titled album received huge success, with songs such as Trap Queen, 679, Again, and My Way. The song Trap Queen alone is now diamond certified, meaning it has sold over 10 million units, making it one of only 64 songs in history to receive this certification. However, Fetty's come up was pretty much as quick as his fall off. Since then, he hasn't really popped off on the charts again and has been pretty slow releasing music. But anyway, being a diamond artist doesn't keep you out of trouble whether you like it or not. Back in 2017, an altercation occurred between Fetty Wap and another artist known as Fuzz, whose real name is Raheem Thomas, which resulted in Fetty's chain being snatched. The event occurred in a deli in Fetty's hometown, which resulted in a shootout between Fetty and Fuzz's crew, and Fetty's chain being snatched in the process as he was threatened at gunpoint. The altercation continued outside, where shooting began and left 3 of those involved injured, 2 from Fuzz's crew and the other from Fetty's crew. But fortunately, no one was killed in the event. Fuzz later took to Instagram flexing the diamond 1738 chain and pretty much self-snitched, as he was soon arrested for the burglary of the chain as well as gun charges. So Fetty got his chain back, and Fuzz and his brother were sentenced to 20 years in jail for robbery and gunfire charges. However, shortly after, ended up getting a plea deal and having their sentence shortened to just 5 years imprisonment. Fetty was very fortunate to not lose his life from this event, and that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please take a second to leave a like, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button for more of the best rap content to come. Anyway, in the meantime, well done for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, why not check out another? You should see a few good ones on the screen now. Maybe you'll learn something new. I'll leave the choice up to you anyway. See you next time.